welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. Let's dive right in. Let's see what might be in store for the Capricorn nation. As I shuffle Capricorn, let me remind you, this is a general reading. And this automatically means, Capricorn, that not everything in this reading may resonate to your situation. Just whatever does not resonate, let that go. May have been intended for someone else to hear. Please know that not everything happens at the same time for everyone. And just know that there might be some subject and matter in this reading that could come up. Somebody was like, why don't you give a trigger warning? Well, I don't know what might trigger you and what might not trigger each individual that might watch this reading. So just know that, like, if you watch me on a regular basis, that is your trigger warning. I might talk about some sensitive subjects without spending too much time on that. Let's get into this. Some of you Capricorns might have a pet. You might have a pet that might be overdue for maybe a visit to the vet. Some of you might have an aspiration. Maybe you're good with pets. Maybe you have an aspiration to do something professionally with animals. Capricorn, I think some of you could be eating out a lot. And it's like your guys are like encouraging you to maybe eat at home. You could be eating a lot of fast food. You might actually be a really good cook, Capricorn, but for whatever reason, I don't know, it could be your busy schedule that could have you maybe eating out. Some of you going on tour. Some of you could be on public transportation, possibly. You might have an issue with your car. So you might need to get your car serviced. Oil change, tires, something of that sort. Some of you are very artistic, very creative. You might paint. You might write poetry. You might write music. Or you could be musically inclined. This week, Capricorn, your energy is that of isolation. There might be some people that might be misreading you this week, Capricorn, as being self-absorbed, because maybe you're not really spending a lot of time with family or whatever the case is. It looks like you're doing you right now. And maybe it's because you're burnt out. Maybe you've been working a lot. Or just mentally, you're in a state of burnout. Your thinking might be scattered. You could be very moody, very emotional this week. I think there's some emotions that you might be trying to get under control. But bottom line, what I'm trying to say is I think that this is a very self-focused week for you. You're tending to yourself. Not maybe wanting to do a whole lot. But I think that the wheels in your mind are definitely turning. You might have some decisions to make. And perhaps right now, this is why you might need some time to yourself to figure things out. This could be on a professional level, but I also see that this is definitely because of some type of unrequited love situation. Maybe you have experienced some type of heartbreak. It doesn't have to be related to a romantic situation. Take it however it applies. The situations that I am explaining, Capricorn, are either happening directly to you or around you with people that you love, or I don't know, people that you know. But that's what I'm seeing. Like, maybe you're taking some time out to bounce back from something. Let me see, what happened last week? Oh, maybe you were looking for closure last week, or there was somebody that was coming to you looking for closure. There's a desire for closure on something. And I kind of said foreclosure. So some of you, there could be an issue here with foreclosure. You could be behind in some bills, maybe having to do with your home, your living situation. Maybe this is why you're kind of like focused. I don't know. Are you career? I'm going to see what this is. Yeah, you got some decisions to make this week, Capricorn. So the fact that you're kind of like pulling away from the energy of other people could be very beneficial for you anyway, because I think that there's some future planning that you might be putting in place. Bear with me as I'm going to give you the details as I go along, but this is what I'm seeing. Like, you might be trying to balance your budget. The Death card here. Does something come to an end, possibly with an earth sign, or this is possibly you? You're trying to recover from something. You're trying to bounce back from something emotionally that may have happened last week. Let me see. Did you get that closure? Because I'm confused. I think so. Well, some of you, yes, some of you no, because it looks like you're overwhelmed by something. Overwhelmed by responsibility. Overwhelmed by your job. You putting somebody's putting a decision on hold. Oh, okay. You might feel like somebody put you on hold. And it looks like that might be the case. So I'll read this in a love scenario first. But like I said, take it however it applies. Your mind is scattered, or this is the other person. I want to make it abundantly clear for you in the beginning of this reading so that there is no confusion. I see bickering. I see arguing. If you and someone have not been arguing, keep in mind that there is more than one person in this reading. This could be somebody arguing with somebody else. For a lot of you, this is a third-party situation. I already kind of see that. Yeah, see, there's somebody that's interested in somebody else. Let's pull in some details. What is happening in a love sense? Why is somebody putting you on hold? You see, they're acting distant. There's some type of change up here. Somebody could be meeting up with someone else. They might be getting to know somebody. Something might be in the beginning stages where they're talking to somebody else. Could be a Leo. Could be dealing with a fixed sign. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus. Speaking of Taurus. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So this week, and just know that not everything plays out for everyone at the same time. I think that some of you, you're dealing with someone who is taking a long time to make a commitment. For some of you, this is a twin flame union. This was in reverse, by the way. I'm going to turn it in the upright so that you can see. If this is not like you're married to someone, then this is like a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection. Even so, if this is not romantic and it's platonic, we'll call this a soulmate connection here. Somebody is married in a relationship. And I think that someone is having to make a decision about whether or not to stick to that or let it go. Some of you could be taking a break from a relationship to think about what you want, what's really important to you, and if this relationship is still a necessity in your life. Because I see a Virgo. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Or this could be you. I see somebody retreating, going in their shell, not really talking about a lot of things. Struggling with some things internally. Possibly someone who is stubborn and is set in their ways. This is kind of like what I'm seeing in this situation. So I see a Sagittarius. Yeah, I see. I'm trying to see what this is about. You got this Ace of Wands here. Okay. Something's on your mind. So random. Capricorn, this could definitely be a week of anxiety, a week of scattered thinking. Your thoughts might be pacing so quickly or running through your mind so quickly that it might be kind of like difficult to concentrate or hear your own thoughts. Unless this is people around you that are just like excessively loud. Oh, okay. Some of you, I didn't say somebody is an artist of some type. Somebody could be a comedian. Somebody could be an actor on TV. That gives me Leo energy. Sovereign. Somebody might act superior. Who is this Capricorn I'm reading for? Resurrection. Gathering aid. Okay. I think this is you. I definitely feel like you are bouncing back from something here. I think you were in a dark place last week. overwhelmed by something. For some of you, so random. Somebody could have passed. Maybe this is why you're feeling emotional. But a lot of you, this has something to do with self-esteem issues. And maybe you're realizing that there's some certain things about yourself or about your thinking that maybe you want to change. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're feeling overwhelmed because of a separation, a breakup. Or there's some type of pattern in a relationship that continues to repeat. You might have some childhood issues that your guides really want you to focus on this week. Because I'm seeing, I can't help but to notice that some of you Capricorns may have issues with abandonment. There may have been a parent of yours that there was some type of disconnect with. Maybe you feel abandoned on some level. Even if, let's say, you grew up with both of your parents, it feels like you feel abandoned in some sense. Abandoned by a partner. This is like fear that my partner is going to leave me type of thing. You got some people that might be against your relationship. Mother-in-law is definitely somebody that I see could be an issue. That could be creating issues outside of your situation. Some of you are frustrated because you might feel like somebody is freeloading off of you. Whatever the situation is, it feels like you might be thinking about leaving, or someone could be thinking about leaving this connection with you. But I think that the pattern is that you get sucked back in when it's time for you to leave. And I'm going to say something real random. Somebody could be maybe marrying somebody or unsure if whether or not they should go through with a marriage. Somebody, it's because of citizenship. Somebody's trying to get married because of citizenship, possibly. This, again, is going on with you directly or around you, or something you might hear about. Okay. Yeah, I think this is you. You might be thinking about whether or not it's time to walk away from a relationship, from some type of commitment. If it's not a relationship, then I feel like it's a job. You could be feeling like your coworkers are freeloading off of you in some type of way. Somebody in some type of legal trouble, because I see that too. Some of you could be dealing with someone who could be getting out of jail, but still on house arrest. Or probation, parole, this type of thing. It's like someone is like out of jail but still locked up, if that makes any sense. If you have some type of paperwork here that needs to be submitted, I see paperwork being put on hold. Unless this is you putting something on hold, you not like following through with some type of paperwork or documentation. Or this could be your paperwork you have submitted for something and it gets put on hold. This could be a house hunting situation. Maybe you do want to move and perhaps your plans have changed and something gets put on hold here. But I promise you, there's something here about a vehicle. Your wheels, your tires. Okay, I feel like you're going to have to pay out some money here having to do with your work or your work. I meant to say car or home, but I suppose something is going on at work, which I briefly talked about. You try to leave, you get sucked back in. Battery died, so back to what I was saying. Some of you try to leave, you get sucked back in to a situation that you maybe no longer want to be in, or a situation that kind of no longer vibes with you at work. Some of you could be feeling like there's people freeloading off of you at your job. Some of you, this is in a relationship. You might feel like somebody is freeloading on you in that way, not pulling their weight, and you're having to pick up the slack. So I think that this is the week, Capricorn Nation, where you might be evaluating. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to follow through on that, but this is possibly like a passing thought for you, whether or not it's time to walk away and leave something behind. But see, this is a situation here. Oh, goodness. Is some of you get an abortion? Some of you could be finding out that you're pregnant, or you could be considering abortion. Or possibly you had one in the past. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. With this resurrection card, I feel that there is something that comes back from the past. Something, a topic, a situation. We talked about childhood issues. I think that you're gonna go there, like back to your childhood, back to issues when you were a child. This is what's being brought up again. You may feel those feelings again, feelings of abandonment. Some of you may feel abandoned, not because you had a disconnect with a parent, but it could, or a sibling or whatever. It could have been because of somebody's passing. You could feel abandoned in that type of way. But that's what I mean. Something is going to dredge up a lot of emotion for you. Court issues or whatever this is with a jail situation. Somebody could be, that could be where paperwork is put on hold. Something having to do with court or something having to do with the legal system. Your driving record, a home, okay? Something that is important to you. Again, paperwork is put on hold. Jail, parole, probation, house arrest. It's like somebody is getting out of a legal situation, out of jail, but they're still connected to the system in some type of way. Somebody could be charged or indicted due to weapons. Weapons charge, burglary. Something that you planned gets kind of lost in the shuffle, and so court situation, something might come up, something might take you by surprise. You could possibly be getting something in the mail having to do with a court situation. Or like I said, something regarding court or the IRS, something of this sort. Financial connections here. And I'm also seeing that somebody could be fleeing. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but I see somebody like having to turn themselves in because of some type of legal situation. For some of you, this is a new job. Yes, you may end up dealing with a situation at work this week where there could be some type of accusations. Work or relationship, okay? There's definitely some accusations here, some indecisiveness about some things. Yes, this week you gotta make some clear decisions here. You've been avoiding some things. You've been maybe avoiding justice as soon as I part the deck. That's what I mean. Something is going on in court. Something is going on in a legal situation or a marriage. You might decide to wait to put a relationship, like to take it to the next level. But that's what I'm seeing, like something comes back up. Yeah, so that's what it is. You guys are frustrated in a relationship of some sort. There might be issues here with jealousy. Your confidence could be a bit down this week, Capricorn. Or like I said, I could be talking about somebody around you. It's going to impact you in some type of way. There's going to be some self-reflection here this week. There might be some negative behaviors about yourself that you don't like. And you could really be thinking about making some changes in that area. Because I think that there are some things about yourself this week that you're kind of frustrated with. And this might be why you're avoiding everybody. Not necessarily everyone, but people might see a change up with you this week. You might feel disrespected in some type of way this week. This could be somebody coming to you to start an argument. Or there could definitely be somebody baiting you into an argument. This might be that you're around somebody who is argumentative and likes to challenge you. So this could be someone that you're isolating yourself from. Because it does look like Capricorn, either you or someone, has been beyond patient and understanding in a situation. And I think somebody is burnt out from being around someone, or this is you burnt out from being around people, period. You might have some we talked about that, low vibing feelings here, where you might be having some, that's what we're talking about with childhood issues. Some things that you have learned and adapted to as a kid that maybe some well-meaning parents have, you know, kind of passed down to you. You might be deciding to separate yourself from this, because it looks like there could be some type of victim mentality that comes up, where you might be expecting the worst in a situation, or you might feel like you deserve the worst. And it's what you're thinking that's kind of like manifesting. You're manifesting things into your life, negativity, low vibing situations, low vibing people, without you even realizing it. But it's your pattern of thought for some of you. So I think that this is a week where your guides are saying, get a hold of your thoughts. Your thoughts are scattered. The things that you're thinking about are not benefiting you. Some of you, it's adding to your anxiety. It's adding to your confusion in some type of way. Learn from karma. Okay. Again, you're learning from the past, or at least this is a lesson that you're meant to master this week. You're learning from the past, because the past comes right back up. Something gets resurrected. Maybe something that you thought was over, finished. This could be some type of beef or drama with somebody. It could be a relationship. It could have something to do with your relationship with self. Something comes back up. You might be tested in that area. Have you really learned from the past? People pleasing. I'm like, Capricorn? How would Capricorn be a people pleaser? I don't know. Something might have you feeling that way emotionally, Capricorn. Yeah, see, you're feeling guilty about something. Minimize guilt. That's what I mean. Some type of guilt. Yours or someone else's. This is why you're avoiding someone, or someone is avoiding you because of a level of guilt. Did I make it clear that there's a third party? I did. I said that there might be more than just a couple here, or more than just you and whomever we're talking about. There's other people that are getting in the way of your connection. Let's go back to this love situation. There is somebody that has a secret admirer. And this might be why you're pulling back, because I definitely realize that you might be calling a spade a spade. Or last week you were looking for some type of closure. You were feeling overwhelmed by something that maybe you had found out about. And so this might be what's causing you to feel emotional. Maybe you did find out that the person that you love had some type of connection with someone else. Because that's what I'm seeing. Or you found out that somebody was married or in a relationship, had a baby mama. They had some type of main female here. Or like I said, this is somebody that's getting in the way of your connection in some type of way. It doesn't have to be like a love scenario, but like I said, take it however it applies. This is why there's distance between you and someone this week. Okay? They might have been cheating with somebody while they were out of town. You might be, I did say a musician, or you're working with somebody works out of town, could have been out of town on a business trip. You're finding out the truth, or you went to look for the truth. Somebody is involved with somebody else. I think that somebody wants out of a relationship, and somebody is like, the spirit guides are facing someone with a decision. They're telling you, either you, Capricorn, make a decision about whether or not you want to stay in this situation, or that this person may need to make a decision, because this teeter-tottering, divine timing has stepped in this situation. So it's like your spirit guides are saying you have to make a decision. Divine timing has arrived with something here. And this is where the guilt is coming from. Somebody feels guilty because of something that they did to you behind your back. This is you creating boundaries this week. This makes sense because I started the reading talking about that. Yeah, you're kind of like backing up from people. You're isolating yourself from certain people. Burnt out from people or situations. You need some time for yourself. Because for some of you, you have been putting yourself through torture. So that's what I mean. This feels like this is either going on at work or this is going on in an important relationship to you. Let's see what this is with work. Some of you may have had plans, Capricorn, to leave a job. Because it is definitely true. It feels like you're out of there. You could be dealing with someone at work that might be putting you down. You might work around people that could be belittling you. Somebody who could be condescending. We talked about this sovereign type of mentality. So this could be somebody higher on the higher. This could be your boss. Or this is a coworker. Somebody thinks that they're better than you. Talks to you any type of way. And so I think that you might be having conflicts and issues with somebody who is difficult to deal with. Hermit. Possibly a Virgo. Somebody could have an overbite and underbite. Or somebody could be having issues with, having dental issues here. Somebody has a big mouth. Okay, it feels as though somebody does not know when to keep their mouth shut. So I think maybe you're making some plans to maybe leave your job. Some of you could be worried about a money situation here. Maybe some of you do. You want to leave your job. But it's because of a financial obligation here. You're overwhelmed by responsibilities. And so you might find that it's kind of difficult to leave a job that you're just kind of like hanging on to, but you don't really want to be there. You're only there because it offers some type of job security. This week, you might find yourself hanging on by a thread at your job because I do see harassment. I see that somebody is really watching you. Or putting you down in some type of way, running their mouth about you, gossiping about you. There's somebody around you that is playing mind games. You might be somebody with core values, Capricorn, but there's somebody around you or people, a group of people around you that don't share those same values. Okay, Capricorn. This might be a week where, like I said, either you or someone around you may need to take some health matters seriously. This isn't to create any type of fear or anxiety, but this is what I mean. For those of you who this part of the reading is genuinely for, you'll know if it's you. If you don't know, then I don't know. It should resonate with you if it's you. You got some type of anger here. That might have some type of a health connection. But when it comes to your health, your guides are saying listen to your intuition this week, okay? Because it does feel like intuitively you might feel like something is going on in your body. You could be kind of concerned about it, a bit nervous about it. I see some of you could be in the gym. Maybe this is why you're having some body cramps. Maybe some of you having menstrual cramps, I don't know. You might be going to the doctor to get something looked at. It could be your teeth. You could be having some toothaches. Am I so tempted to call you Gemini? And I know I'm reading for Capricorn. You might have Gemini in your chart. You could be needing an eye exam. Maybe you might be looking for getting some glasses. You might be making some changes about your appearance. Maybe you might be thinking about going under the knife in some type of way. You're getting your nails done. I think you're going to be treating yourself. I think that there's some parts of your body that you're really wanting to work out. And maybe you might feel like you gained some weight in your midsection. I don't know. I feel like you're doing some type of self-improvement. You're in the gym in some type of way. But you might be sore. But I think that there's something around you, something or someone that might be going through a health issue. And somebody might be a bit scared about something here. Somebody might be scared that somebody is sick. You might be coming down with a sore throat, a stomach ache. You're feeling exhausted, maybe a bit confused, difficult for you to like hold a thought and follow through with a thought. You know what I mean? You kind of like get lost in thought and you can't really concentrate. It could be that type of thing. You're feeling stressed, angry this week, maybe some headaches, maybe some earaches. You got a lot going on. So it might be hungrier than usual. Like I said, this is either you or somebody around you. You might be going to get a health issue checked out. It could be minor. It could be something else. You know what I mean? Because I see like some of you could be diabetic. It could be an issue with thyroid. Because I can't help but to know some of you Capricorns, maybe you're trying to keep your weight under control. It could be because of a thyroid issue. There might be like some weight that is like stubborn that you can't seem to get rid of. I promise you somebody passed away. And is this why somebody might be having a drug relapse? It's like somebody's trying to cope with some type of emotional pain here. A lot of anger about something. Anger about a love situation, but anger also about somebody's sudden passing. This is coming up again this week, Capricorn. So maybe you're still angry about something. Some of you may have lost a child. I see somebody that could have passed away from a heart attack. Or someone may have heart issues. High blood pressure, hypertension. Somebody has palpitations. We talked about anxiety. I'm hearing EKG. You might need to get an EKG. I did talk about a dental issue. I definitely see somebody abusing drugs. And some of you Capricorns could have had like a near-death experience. Allergies, self-image issues. Capricorn, it feels like you're really going through it. Either you or somebody around you is just really going through it. Could be something going on in your community, or this could be somebody active in their community. But this is definitely a week of having the boldness to go after some type of goal. Okay, because your guides are saying yes. It's a yes in this case. I see somebody going into surgery or needing some type of medical procedure. You could be getting your hair cut. But that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, you got some type of a blood issue. You could be getting your labs drawn. Some of you are anemic. I'm hearing occult stool. Do you have like okay, I'm making this reading excessively too long, but the point is alleviate your anxiety and your worry about a health issue. Because some of you are not sure if you're just kind of like being paranoid about a health issue, or you know what I mean? And what would alleviate your anxiety is to go get something checked out. Take action on something here. I think that you have some type of news coming in for you. Oh, it's a yes with a home situation. Privacy, we talked about that. Somebody might be watching you. Okay, your privacy could be infringed upon this week. Okay, you got the devil. Is somebody curious about whether or not somebody's stepping out on them? Capricorn, that could be you. I did say Gemini. Yeah, somebody's trying to... Somebody hiring like an investigator. Private eye type of thing. Somebody wants to know, or they are the private eye in the situation, trying to figure out what's up. Somebody doesn't know if they're jumping to conclusions or if this is something that's playing out. This week, somebody's going to find out. This could be why you're feeling angry about something. Transform anger by getting grounded. All right, Holy Spirit. Yep, you're getting the keys to your new place, or keys to a car. You could be car shopping, or you could be thinking about it. could be dealing with a Leo, or you have a Leo in your chart. And I see some type of travel plans that could be coming up. You could be traveling over the summer. You could be traveling by car. There could be someone coming to see you, Capricorn, or vice versa. But I feel honestly like somebody might be coming to see you this summer. Whether or not this is a surprise visit or this is something that is planned. Some of you could be going somewhere distant, far away. Again, it might be time to get out of your regular environment and routine and do something different. Because like I said in the beginning, you're caught in a rut. You're caught in some type of cycle. Make a commitment. This could have something to do with a love relationship. I did say that someone may want to make a commitment with you. Or you might be waiting for somebody to make a commitment to a connection here, romantic or platonic. But this is you making a commitment. Maybe in your thinking, you've been just kind of like back and forth, indecisive. This is a week that I feel that your guides are saying it's necessary, Capricorn Nation, to make a commitment. You got Archangel Michael that's really around you. Some of you may really be connected to Archangel Michael, who happens to be guarding you and protecting you against any type of low vibrational entities that could be around you. You're being protected, and so are your loved ones. In case there was ever a question mark in your brain about that, wow. This is why. Okay, so your mind is pretty scattered. I did say that your spiritual team or a deceased loved one, which is a part of your spiritual team as well, because they're not able to connect with you in your waking hours, they might be connecting to you in the dream world. And this is why your guides are saying slow down. Your spiritual team has some very important messages for you, but you got to be able to focus, concentrate, interrupt some type of pattern by going outdoors, waking up your energy, getting the neurons in your brain firing, right? To get you to think about certain things. Your dreams. In the dream world is where I feel your deceased loved one is definitely reaching out to you, giving you some type of help or some type of boost to help you figure some things out, to help you make some decisions. Okay, they're telling you go forward aimlessly. I'm sorry, I think this is what you've been doing. Aimless about some things. Go forward fearlessly. It feels as though you have been afraid to make certain decisions. Or these what if scenarios, the negative ones, have been circulating in your head and getting in the way of some very important decisions that may need to be made this week. This week, but every week really. The person that you're asking about is trustworthy. So I feel that there could be somebody around you that maybe you're not sure whether or not you can trust them. You might be kind of observing them, watching them, trying to figure them out to see who they really are. Are they friend? Are they foe? You may not know right off the bat. So I think that might be something that you might be observing, or that could be this whole infringement of privacy situation. Somebody wants to know more about you. For some of you, this is not a good thing. Where somebody's like looking for a roundabout way to find out information about you and not coming to you directly. Talking behind your back, trying to figure some things out. That could be the person that's interested in you though. So just use your instinct when it comes to that situation. All right, Capricorn Nation. Well, this concludes your 7-day check-in with Angelic Ascensions. I hope that it helps, Capricorn Nation. If you would like to book a personal, the way to do so would be to head over to my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Thanks, Capricorn Nation, for your wonderful, kind comments, for your donations. Thank you. I will see y'all next week. Peace out.